And Alex Leon's going to head on down to the water's edge to get an interview with Mike Stewart. Oh, look at this. Out the back, more action. Sasha Specker cranking off the bottom. Nice, clean roll in that white, frothy cafe mocha. On the inside, Dave Winchester coming into the hot seat. Out in the water, heat number 2 in red, Sasha Specker in white, Doug Smith in yellow, Jeff Hubbard, and in blue, Brahim Idosh. Woo, nonstop action so far in heats 1 and 2. Winchester, how you feeling?
Good morning, Manny. I'm feeling good, mate. I just running a little bit late. I was watching some of the State of Origin. So
how's that going? Give everybody an update.
Well, last I saw, New South Wales are in front, but I don't know. It's going to be a tough thing. I was switching between that and the heats, but you just see Blue here just scooping into a nice little
Brahim.
one. Ooh,
Brahim Idosh from Morocco is he is our trialist winner, and here he is trying to put more effort in. He did suffer a little strain on his shoulder, duck diving the wave. He wasn't even on the wave, but he was just going under wave, and there was so much power that just ragdolled his body and just strained one of his muscles in his shoulder. So he's one of those guys on the injury list that's out there competing with a wounded body. So the State of Origins.
Yeah.
Is it massive?
Massive in Australia. New South Wales versus Queensland. It's like the biggest sort of footy game of the year, and so someone send on Facebook some results for us because we're not watching here. Jeff Hubbard for that first wave scored a 5.77. You saw him do a nice big roll, and then he got another little roll landed in the pit. So it's a good little starter for Jeff. I know Jeff will be really wanting to pierce through this, as will the other guys. But I guess Jeff being second on the tour, he knows this wave really well. So we should see some big airs from him today.
Well, right now, again, we've been saying heat number 2, round number 2 is an elimination round, which means 2 riders out of the 4 are pretty much done with the event. That's it. That's all she wrote. They will, for third place, you will have an equal 25th. Look at Andrew Lester. He is pumped. In the last minute of his heat, was able to pull off an unreal barrel ride into a nice, clean, inverted air. Andrew Lester, he's pumped.
Yeah, he'd be pretty stoked with that. He surfs really well out here, and I mean, to win any heat or to get through any heat like right in the last minute, it sort of makes it almost better than leading the whole heat. So he'll be pretty excited.
Well, he, along with Mike Stewart, the winner of that heat, will advance on to round number 3. Again, unfortunately for Michael Novi and Alex Uranga, they did not advance out of that first heat. And Manny V with Dave Winchester bringing you the live feed now for heat number 2. This is the South Arica Chilean Challenge, and all the Australians are tuned in on this massive, massive game going on. I don't know anything about it. I'm from America, and there are rugby or whatever going on, but I don't know what's going down with that.
Yeah, well, there'll be a good night for everyone in Australia, the rugby league, and hopefully New South Wales win the Blues. But I'm sure the Queensland supporters will be getting up, and they've won the last 6 years. So, but they'll just be carrying on into this. So it's a big night for everyone in Australia. So thanks for watching, guys, and hopefully we get some good results for you.
All right. Well, we know Hawaii is watching right here. Their very own Mike Stewart, the living legend. He is the master. There's nobody else that can ride a wave, as many waves as well as Mike Stewart. I mean, nobody can take anything away from that guy.
Yeah, he's definitely still like the best guy in the barrel. You put him in any barreling wave, and he's deep and so smooth. I mean, he hasn't sacrificed style. He's pretty much his whole career. So it's pretty amazing to watch.
Sasha Specker.
Ooh, he's a little insider, but yeah, didn't really hit that foam from the wave before and didn't really do much. So,
well, Sasha is at the bottom of that priority totem pole, so he's taking a look at whatever he can scrap up amongst the other 4 riders that are above him in the priority. So you did bring your fins again, so let's we'll grab somebody to hand us a fin. Alex, los mande una aleta, por favor. Gracias, hermano. All right, Alex Udanga coming up here.
He didn't look too happy though, did he?
No, he didn't.
But as you would be, he just finished 4th in that heat.
Did you see the look? I turned to stone right there.
Yeah, he's not too stoked, but understandable. You wouldn't be. So I think he might. I don't know if he's coming up here to have a little chat to see what's going on with that last invert. You saw a couple of bounces yesterday that got counted, and they bounce and then pull out, and I don't know. I mean, that's a tough one. It's not for us to decide. It's for the judges.
That's why they're getting paid the big bucks. Look at this. Sasha Specker on the inside. Nice, clean bottom turn. Big air roll spin. ARS right there for Sasha, but he becomes unglued right there. Oh, unfortunately for Sasha Specker, he's been on a really good run right now, all the way from the trials. Here he is in round number 2. Again, only 2 riders will advance on to round number 3.
Yeah, he would have really wanted to stick that. It's early days in the heat, but it's just good to get the confidence up. You know, it's just really good just to get that straight up, and then, yeah, you just really want to get one good wave under your belt so you can just keep building on it. So Specker will just have to paddle back out, pretty much start from scratch with 24 minutes to go.
All right, we do have all the world bodyboarders tuning in for the live feed of the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC. And we do have Morocco tuning in. One of thousands of supporters watching from Morocco. That is Mohammed El Mahdi. Oh, man.
Mohammed.
Yeah, we'll just say Muhammad. Ryan O'Connor still tuning in. He's been here pretty much every day from South Florida. Alan, again, he is here every single day. Do you not sleep, brother? All right, and so, Jono, we know you're tuning in as well. So give us a line, drop us a word on Google Plus profile on the IBA World Tour. And Simon Slater, oh, unfortunately, got hurt the other day. He is in the hospital in Sydney. So get well, Simon Slater. Everybody's rooting for you, brother.
Yeah, he hit his head on the reef, it says. So I don't know. What reef was it, Jono? You can let us know. Winky? That's where I used to surf in Sydney.
All right, here we go. Up and riding in white, Doug Smith.
Dougie Smith, here we go. He could have a big bowl here. He's looking for something big. Gets a nice clean roll out of it. But can he make this onto the rocks? Again, pretty shallow in there. I think he just went into the channel, but yeah, it's not what he really wanted. He wanted something bigger. I mean, he'll get sort of an average sort of score wave there, but yeah, he definitely wants something bigger. You can just see him kicking through that white water there. He's still pretty close to the rocks there. You can see it like draining out. Oh, that's a cool angle.
Oh,
Ooh.
Brahim Idouche from Morocco. Nice clean roll, but you know what? It's the higher scoring waves seem to be the barrels into an exit maneuver. But Sasha Specker, oh, nice move on the outside over there on the right-hander.
Big
camera
clean
angle.
flip. Something we haven't seen too much of, so I think he'll get rewarded. Every time I see the rider in blue, Brahim, take off, I just want to see one of those backflips he does.
Yeah, I mean, he's been explosive in the early rounds and in the trials, and I think that pretty much solidified his win in the trials. So Brahim Idouche, Morocco is pulling for you, brother.
Yeah, Jeff's still out the back waiting patiently. So far, Doug Smith, he got a 4.33 for his second wave and a 4.67 for his first wave, so he's actually moved into first place. But we're still waiting on scores from the other riders.
Again, round number 2 is an elimination round here at the Stealth Arica Chilean Challenge presented by BSC, which means only 2 riders will advance on to round number 3. In round number 3, you have already waiting are the riders who got first and second in that first round that you saw yesterday. So now in round number 2, first and second, we'll meet up with those riders, and those heats are going to be incredible.
Yeah, that's where the real, from here on in, it's pressure cooker heats until you pierce through to the 4th round. So you see a lot of riders going really, really big. Benny Player said to us this morning, said to Gornell and me, he's like, why did you guys go so hard in your heat yesterday? He goes, when you didn't need to, it wasn't knockout. And I was like, I don't want to get beaten by all the young Aussies.
Exactly.
You got to go hard every heat. So. Yeah. You see the birds flying past. It's a sunny day this morning, so I'm hoping that wind holds in there for a long time. It's pretty rare. We've had every second days like this now. It's a good change.
The waves did drop off just a little bit, but still contestable out there. I mean, we are looking at 3 to 4, occasional 5-foot sets coming in. So still contestable, and some ramps definitely will be had today. Sasha Specker, again, on the bottom of the totem pole, of the priority totem pole. Here he is on the inside.
He wants another big flip, I'm thinking, and there he goes. Just he's so consistent at them. He bogged that first one, and I was actually pretty shocked he did. So he wanted to back that up, and he just did one on the right. So every single wave Speck has got so far, he's done a flip on. So, I mean, we said this morning over breakfast, it's a flip off. So here we go.
This is it, and it's going to happen today with the smaller waves. I mean, we've seen some big flips, big air maneuvers, and big rolls yesterday when it was, pumping at 6 to 8 feet. So we're going to see a lot more with the waves dropping just a little bit. So we do have the winner of the last heat downstairs with Alex Leon. Alex, where you at, brother?
At our first heat winner of round 2, Mike Stewart. Well done, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Stoked. There's some still pretty good waves out there. Yep.
Yeah, it looked pretty slow sort of halfway through that heat, and we saw you and Andrew Lester sitting out the back and waited patiently, and it paid off. You got the best waves in the heat.
Yeah, it's really wave selection is such an important part of this whole equation in this competition. So you got to be super calculated on your selection. But there's some good ones out there, if you pick them.
Yeah, it looks like it's dropped a little in size, maybe a couple of feet, but looks like it's still hitting the reef pretty good, and they're still bowls and, good pits and ramps. It's what we need.
Yeah, I mean, the action is going to be crazy, as you guys have seen. It's like it's going to, this whole day is going to be pretty nutty. So you're going to see the full-on cutting edge of wave riding right here.
Well, you've managed to stay alive in the event now, so into round 3, must be pretty happy.
Yeah, stoked. Try to build some momentum and roll forward.
That's great. All right, congratulations, Mike. We'll see you in round 3, and go up there and rehydrate and get ready for this next one. Back to you boys in the booth.
Thanks, gang.
Wow, Mike Stewart, always precise on his words. I mean, he's very technical when he speaks as well. So congratulations to Mike Stewart and Andrew Lester advancing on to round number 3. So did you get a couple waves this morning?
No, I didn't. I sort of took it easy and just get relaxed and get pretty pumped for this next heat. So
we're going to see you in round number 3. You're going to be facing off with...
we don't know yet.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't want to surf this morning, because I didn't know if I was going to be fifth heat or first heat straight up, because they sort of they reseed it all after they see who comes through. So none of the top seeds are up against each other in those 3-man heats, because that's when another 8 guys get knocked out.
All right. Give us a lowdown on the situation we got in the water.
Sasha Specker in reds in first. He's on a total of 10.87. Doug Smith from Australia in second with a 9. And as we see, Jeff, he's currently in fourth. He's only had one wave. He bottom turns around this, looking for a little section. It's a nice, clean roll out of that. It's probably not exactly what he wanted. I think he was wanting one of those flips out of there. But blue, Brahim from Morocco is currently in third. He's on 6.5 total. He's got a 5 and a 1.5, so he needs to drop that 1.5. Jeff Hubbard is currently in fourth. He's got a 5.77, and then we're waiting for that last score for that roll. So he'll probably move up. I'm not sure if he'll move into second or first. He needs a 5.1 to first or a 3.23 to second. So you might see him jump into second, but he might go into first. I'm not too sure.
These are one of those heats where Mother Nature decides to take a little break, so everything slows down, and you're going to start seeing lower scoring waves. Unlike that first heat, right off the bat, everybody was dropping 6s, and I saw a 7 in there somewhere. But now it's nail biting when you're out there and you want that wave, but you're sitting there and nothing's coming in. What do you do?
Yeah, it's really I don't know. I mean, it's not too much fun. We see a few sets approaching now, so hopefully we see a few bombs coming in.
Are they too far inside is the question. Can a rider get in position for
They're
probably...
They're kicking to get in position. Looks like Dougie Smith in white's dropping into this one late. Just gets under that curtain. He's going to get a big clean roll. Whoa, that was nice.
He's not
and
done
another
yet.
one.
Yes.
Dougie Smith. He'd be pretty pumped on that, so that'd be up there with one of the high-scoring waves. There's a big clean roll on that first one, and yeah, he's pumped, I think. And you see Paulo taking a shot of him, paddling back out.
He wasn't deep enough to get into that first barreling section, so he did what he had to do, and he did it perfectly. 2 rolls on that wave. Unfortunately, he didn't get in the barrel, but he was able to get the most points possible on that thing.
And Jeff Hubbard's wave got him actually into second place. He got a 4.53 for that, so he he actually jumped Doug Smith for, well, not very long, because I think Dougie Smith will jump back in there. He only needs a 6.2 to go first or a 5.64 to be second. So I dare say he's gone to first. He got a 6.77. That's the best wave we've seen of this heat so far. A few more waves coming in. You see them kicking over, blue and yellow, kicking over to this one. This is a long, sort of heavy one. It's shaping up there a bit deep. Dougie on the end of this.
Is he going to turn around?
He's on the end of this.
Yes,
left.
he turns
drops
around.
into it. You see that shocky? He's going to get another big roll out of there. Dougie did well to clean that up. He just got a 6.77. As you see, Brahim in blue. What's he got? Give us a big flip, mate. Come on.
He's not done yet.
Everyone from Morocco wants to see it.
Oh, no. Get out of there.
Oh, that's Rocky Road right there. It's like a dessert. No, he's on the other side of the keyhole there. He'll be fine. But, yeah, with that exchange, Dougie Smith, we saw him get that one to get a 6.77, and he's just paddling back out. And that wave actually caught the other competitors out of position, and he just slid straight into it. I mean, it's a good backup wave. Why not? So there we go. We see him. This is a replay of. He just kind of gets a little bit of a shocky blast there, and it just pushes him straight up to this lip and extends a nice clean roll out of this. And some good hang time there for Dougie. And I mean, why not? He was in fourth priority. There's a bigger wave that had come through, so it was a bit wider, and the other guys missed it, and he just scored. So the last wave of wide has come through at a 5.6. So Dougie exchanged, he got rid of his 4.67 and got a 5.6. So those two waves, he just cancelled out his first two waves. So he's in first on 12.37. Sasha Specker is in second on 10.87. Jeff Hubbard in third on 10.3. And Brahim in fourth in blue, needing a 7.37 to go to first or a 5.87 to go to second. Can he keep the Moroccan dream alive?
That is the question. Doug Smith, within a matter of 2-3 minutes, he was able to pull off his two highest scoring waves in the last 15 minutes of this heat. So anything's possible. And look at that happy man, Andrew Lester.
Andy Lester and Jake Stone. Mitch up the back, Gornell and Novi. Lester would be pumped after that last one. And Kingy's up the back getting ready for his heat. Look at him, he's got his Sharkies beanie on. He's pretty pumped to see a couple of Sharkies players in the Origin team, but hopefully they came through. Have we got any results on the Origin guys? I want to see the results. Here goes Blue on the inside. He's looking for this big flip. Oh, he's deep in the barrel there, and he's just going to have to whack a little spin onto the shoulder here, and not much left on that one. Looks like there's a couple more waves. That right looked pretty nice to ride. I don't know why no one looked interested in that one. There hasn't been too many rights in this heat. We've only seen Sasha go the only right. So, I mean, they're all looking for these left-handers. So there we have it. In fourth, Brahim from Morocco, needing a 5.87 to go to second. Jeff Hubbard in third needs a 5.1 to go to second. Sasha Specker in second, he needs a 6.68 to be first, and Dougie Smith out on top with those two last waves. We've seen those rolls. He just picked them off. He picked the first one off. He had priority, and then just got lucky and just got that second one. So yeah, he'll be pretty pumped with that to be sitting on top with 10 minutes to go. Just under 11 minutes. So a little boat cruising out the back. There's a lot of fishermen here, and he's going down far south as they fish off there, and there's a fish factory. It stinks, but where this little wave is. But they must get some good fish, because you go to the markets and they're pretty nice. You saw the rider in blue there. He just got a little inside one. It kind of went pretty fat, so he's getting back out there. He was fourth priority anyway, so he had nothing to lose. So the other three are sitting out there. I'm not too sure who's got. Oh, there's Riggers. Riggers actually talked to us about that wave. He kind of got clipped on yesterday, and he's like, it's just running through my head. Everyone up there just laughing at me. And that's what was happening. Sorry, Riggers, but I know you do the same to me. Looks like Jeff's sniffing this one out. Last minute paddle. And he's just sliding into, he pulls under that heavy lip. Nice ride.
Smooth.
So rider in red's looking at this, Sasha Specker. He just kicks into this. This is looking like a nice wave as well. Nice little pit. He's just stalling in there. He's gonna try and get something out of this, and nice roll out of it. So that's a good exchange for both riders there, and they're in second, third position. So putting the pressure on Dougie Smith. We saw Jeff there. He didn't have priority. I think Specker did, and you saw him just sort of paddles, and he waited till the last minute because he didn't have priority. So he knew this was a good one. Oh, look how heavy that pit
that
is.
was sick.
That was like a flat bottom pit, and just pulled the nose up and got the rail in. Spec slid straight into another one after him.
Sasha entering the big cave of El Gringo on that left-hander, and he knows he needs to end with a big move for those big points, and there he is with a nice clean roll. Sasha's he's on one right now.
Yeah, this will be when these scores get locked in, it's going to be pretty tight. It's going to tighten it up between the top three. So we just got a little thing from Jordan Barker. Queensland won the State of Origin.
Is that good or bad?
That's not good for me, but but all good, you know. And they weren't the favourites, so yeah, it's still devastating. But we're still waiting on these two scores. So the last score of Sasha Specker has come in, and Sasha has got a 7.1 and jumped into first. Jeff Hubbard's third score has come in, and it was a 6.57. So Jeff is actually still in third place, and he needs a 5.81 to go to second. Doug Smith in second. He needs a 6.04 to go to first, and Specker out on top with a 7.1 to 5.7.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are now streaming live, and I understand we have had a problem in the first from the first heat, so we apologize sincerely, and it was nothing here on the technical side. It actually, we're going to find out where it came from, and so it doesn't happen again. So let us bring you up to speed. In that first heat of round number 2 that started off the day was unbelievable, just crazy action. You will be able to see the heats on demand later on today. We have been recording it. But unfortunately, it was Alex Uranga who got fourth, Michael Novi in third, and Andrew Lester and Mike Stewart second and first, respectively. Those two will advance on to round number 3. Now, currently, with 7 minutes remaining, we are here in round number 2, heat number 2, which is the 10th heat of the main event. And here is your current standing. Sasha Specker snagging a solid wave earlier. Here is another look, Sasha Specker.
He's trimming really far, but that one just sort of parted. This is a really tight heat. The top 3 riders are all on 12. I mean, look at that. It's not even 0.5 between them all. So, yeah, with this last 6 minutes to go, anything can happen. It just looks like there's a bit of a lull right now. But and don't count out the Moroccan. I mean, he only needs a 7.37. He just does one of those big backies. He's back in it.
Again, this is round number 2. This is an elimination round, which means first and second will advance on to round number 3. Third and fourth, unfortunately, will have to cash in their pesos at the money exchange and plan for heading home. A big shout out for everybody tuning in and holding on steady through that lull of non-light feed. And we appreciate Timothy Whale. Thank you for tuning in. And Ryan O'Connor, thank you for tuning in. Oliver, we know you're watching. Drew Erickson in London. Craig Buchanan, what up, brother, from Byron Bay. And Jordan Baker, yes. Steve Action Jackson, all the way from Rio. So we do have a lull in the action. We'll be back right after this.
As we just saw the stealth ad promoting the fins, I thought they were going to get, sometimes you think they're going to get sucked off, but they don't, and I've never had them fall off. I've had them fall off once in the past 2 years, so yeah, they're super comfortable. We see some big sets coming in now, and these guys need some scores. Jeff needs a score, so he's stroking into this nice little one on the end. He's clean barrel, so...
Oh, how's that turn?
Cut in spin.
Wow, Jeff Hubbard just, he has full control. But look at this, out the back.
Dougie Smith on a bigger one, but sort of hits a little chop going into it and doesn't get the drive to come out of that one.
So these sets just come out of nowhere at any given time. In red, taking a look, but blue turning around. Yep, dropping in on this one, Brahimi Douche.
It's going pretty foamy on the end. It's going to be hard to hit. He throws a big invert up. It sort of bounces pretty hard, and that's a make. But you saw Jeff Hubbard on that last one. He needed a 5.81, so you'd probably think it's a pretty nice barrel. It's going to be close, I think, for him to jump into second. We'll see what happens.
Oh my! Again, Morocco is tuning in to watch this guy right here in the blue jersey, Brahim Idosh, holding the Moroccan flag high for the bodyboarders. Sam, we know you're tuning in every single day. Thank you for tuning in. And Mick, man, don't you work? He's been tuned in every day as well. Jake McMullen, good job, and Jordan Baker, not Barker.
Oh, sorry, mate.
All right,
pretty far away.
Yeah, he was kind of far away from my screen, so apologies, Jordan. But look at this, wave still coming in. Wow, these are some of the biggest sets we've seen all day. Unfortunately, none of the riders are in position. Look at that. Even the water photographers have to get a duck under that one.
Sasha Specker might be in position for this big solid one, so I'm not too sure if it's going to have too much on the end for him. No, he doesn't really up for it. It's sort of bent away. But yeah, I got enough of a message that Queensland won 16-12, so, I mean, they just keep their dominance going, don't they?
What is it? Why are they winning all the time?
They just got the best team around. But it's kind of like Jeff. Why is he always winning the whole time? 'Cause he's the best, one of the best. So he just got a 6.9 for that last barrel, and he's moved into first place. Sasha Specker in second. And, guys, Sasha Specker's in second, Doug Smith in third. So these are the fins we're talking about.
Let's see these things.
The grey and yellow.
So you do have a really stiff blade and a really soft pocket. I'm digging that.
No ulcers.
And then you got your drainage holes right there.
Yeah.
So do you think you can hook me up with a couple pair?
Yeah, for sure. What size are you? Extra large?
I think I'm medium large.
Medium large.
Yeah, medium large.
We can do. We'll get Mick from BSC to send them over.
Mick, you're on the spot now, buddy. So these are your own signature?
Yeah.
What makes them your signature?
Their colours, the
Okay.
grey and yellow and the Stealth 2 design.
Sick.
Find it the most comfortable and like the straight blade, so yeah, just love it.
Cool.
Got a little action from the Moroccan here. He wants a big flip. Here we go. Show us something. Come on, mate. No, he just doesn't get much on that last one, but there's a couple of minutes left in this heat, and Dougie Smith just sliding into one. He's going to look for a big bowl here.
He needs this wave.
Big flip out. Can he make that?
No.
Oh, he kind of got back in the barrel there for a second, but it's not going to be enough.
6.04 is what he needed on that wave, but he did not pull it off, so that's not going to help him. He still has a minute and a half. Can he get back there in time?
It's going to be pretty close. But
Look at Sasha looking on this right. Oh, sorry. I'm getting ahead of myself.
here we go. Big right hand, a big
Oh,
invert from
my.
Spexy, and he rides out of that.
Wow.
Specker, he's just locked it in, concreted the deal. So he is through to the next round, you'd say. That should catapult him into the first spot. And with
He's
a
right
minute,
on the
with
reef.
a
Look
minute
at that.
left, and Jeff the only one out in the water. Oh,
So, I mean, that's what you have to do to come in out of the water right there is just slide up on the reef. Look, it's all jagged and sharp, and I'm sure a lot of the boys' boards are just getting tweaked on the way in.
yeah, you get a lot of scratches down your slick and rails because you put your body first.
All right, there's about 35 seconds remaining left in this heat. Sasha Specker knows he doesn't have enough time to get out back to the lineup, so he's going to call it quits. And hopefully Doug Smith and Brahim Adouche do not come up with those big scores that they need and knock him out of that advancing second-place spot. And I'm looking over the fence, and it doesn't look like there's any sets coming in out the back.
Nah, that would be... You'd say that would be it. I don't know if Dougie Smith's even out the back, but Sasha Specker got that 8.5 for that last one, and Jeff Hubbard finished second, and that's it.